Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about how to use the gear cycle and how to control it. This is going to be my first review, and today it is my birthday, so this is a special birthday vlog. So let's start. First of all, if we come here, we will notice that we have two-sided gears. This is not in every cycle, but in most of the mountain bikes like this one, it comes. This gear is the freewheel gear, or the gear that is in the back. It contains mainly 7 gears, or if you are having the 24 gear model, it will contain 8 or 9 gears. Here it is a derailleur which helps change the gears. Note that if you are changing the gears, you should leave at least two pedals before doing it. If we come into the front, we will find this. What is this? These are the gears that is controlled. You may notice this one has only 3 gears. These are the 3 gears, and this is very hard to control. Look, this is called a derailleur. This derailleur is used to change the gears. So now let me show you how these gears work. So if you click this button here, I will also show a practical representation. It will change these gears. Now I will show you one thing. These gears have something known as a special kind. This is a derailleur, and these gears only work on a specific combination. If the speed is sometimes low, then it might not work. Now let's move on to the next part. You need to know that avoid cross-chaining, as cross-chaining can cause many accidents. Cross-chaining refers to when the chain is under a lot of stress. It can break your chain. First of all, if your gear is in first, then it should be in line with the first gear. If your gear is in first and it's in seventh, then it will not work, as that can cause a stress on the chain and it might break, and it is not good for the drive chain as well. So now let's move on to the next process. Tips. If you are going to ride your cycle like this, it also may work as a gear cycle. In some gear cycles, there is a part here called the open and lock suspension system. It is different on all cycles, but if your cycle has this, it means that your cycle can be locked or opened. It would be great to know the tips and tricks if you are going to do it. First of all, if you are pedaling, you should never change gears while you stop pedaling. Second, this cycle contains disc brake. These brakes are not as strong as regular V brakes. As you can see, these are normal brakes. These deliver power instantly, as you can see. But in these brakes, which I am telling you, they don't deliver power instantly. They take a lot of time to stop. Now let me show you the visual representation of how you are supposed to drive your cycle. This video I am not going to film with a selfie stick, as I am driving the cycle, so sorry for the bad quality. If we hop on the cycle, we will mainly have these 2 gears. Right now I am going to show you the front gear demonstration. I cannot change these gears, however I will try. So now let me show you. First of all, get your cycle into a moving position. When you get your cycle in a moving position, then just hit this button to bring the gear up, and this button to bring the gears down. Hence, this is a very good system of these. There are other gears which I will show later in the video. Now the second tip I am going to recommend you is that you always buy a lock, like which I have bought right now. This is the login lock. It comes with the cycle. I have attached a keychain to it. This lock is used to lock the cycle, and it can prevent theft protection. And this lock is very useful because if you are working with these. So now I'm going to go to the pros and cons of gear cycles. Cons of a gear cycle are: if you are driving at a very low speed, it will be very difficult to change the gears. Instead, you should just try to make it slow, and then if you are not going on mountain biking for long, then you shouldn't try it. But it is a very good option. So now I will try to show you some explanations. So now, as you can see, if you are not driving the cycle, it may cause the front suspension to lock up, as this needs regular oiling. But first of all, let me tell you some other things about these cycles. Now we would go on the gears. First of all, there are 2 types of gears. First of all, these gears are called freewheel and in-wheel gears. In this cycle, there are a total of 21 gears. But if you have bought the normal version, that is for kids, it will only contain 6 gears at the back, like which I will show you. The kids version only contains gears at the back and doesn't have any at the front. As you can see, this also has a different shifting mechanism. This mechanism holds the same properties as that mechanism. But now I would like to tell you some things about these. The cycle I am currently riding is a Hercules Rodeo Ride. It is a cycle which has 21 gears, disc brakes and a suspension. This is a very good cycle for beginner mountain riders. So now if we go on to the vlog, I will have to end this vlog, but Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.